Detlev Johnson, how do you measure your core web vitals?
That's a good question because there are a lot of different ways that you can, and some of them will give you a little bit different results. Probably the best way is to measure it in your browser. Actually, all of the browsers have the capability of giving you some scores back, but you might want to start with Chrome. And if you go and open the Dev Tools, or under Web Developer menu, the Dev Tools, it'll bring up the panel, which includes all kinds of web developer tools for you to interact with the site that you have loaded in the browser. So you go to the page you want to get the scores from, you load up Dev Tools, and then you click on the Lighthouse tab, and then you either click the button or refresh the browser for that page. Now, it's important when you do that that you aren't bringing resources up from the browser cache. So there's a sort of an advanced setting that you're going to want to switch. There's under the gear icon where you have settings for your DevTools. In there, you should find a setting that says disable cache, and then in parentheses it says when DevTools is open. So that what happens is when you open the DevTools panel, the browser will automatically know to disable browser cache. So when you do these tests, you're not actually getting a false report. That's the best data because you're working with your own computer and the site that you're loading. So it's the way to simulate a real world experience that users out in user land are experiencing, which get collected by Google in a separate database called CRUX, or the Chrome User Experience Report. You can get access to that data because it's publicly available. They update it once a month. But that's another way to get your scores that you're collecting out in the field, the ones that you'll be ranked against in the new upcoming algorithm, particularly the mobile device rankings, by the way, or scores. There are other ways. If you want to grab your core web vitals, you can go to web.dev/measure, which is nice because you get an easy to read report. And there is a link that says view report. And if you click that, that's like a shareable link you can send to somebody to look at the scores that you got just in that moment. So that's a nice one. And of course, Page Speed Insights is a great place to go for not just Core Web Vitals, but all the other feedback you get from it, which is a lot like what you get from Lighthouse. So lots of different ways, but the best way is in browser using Web Dev Tools.